Hi, this is Price Peterson,
And this is Tim Surette.
and we are writers over here at TV.com, and we are right now in San Diego at something. Wait, what's this called? This thing?
Carm,
Karma something?
Comic-Con?
Oh, it's Comic-Con. Okay, we're at
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. Oh, right. I should have known it was Comic-Con because nightmares come true. This is a terrible place full of a lot of people, and I'm frightened. Right now, I'm currently too scared to leave my hotel room. What about you, Tim?
Yeah. We are cordoned off. It's after midnight. We just experienced preview night at Comic-Con, which is the day before the thing actually starts.
Right, so it's day zero, basically.
Day zero.
And do you want to talk about what we did today?
First, I want to get your first impression. This is your first Comic-Con. You're a little comic virgin there.
In many ways,
your cherry has been burst.
And I had a lot of fears about coming here, and most of them have been verified. I think within 30 seconds of entering the main building, I was like trapped. Mm-hmm. I couldn't move my feet. There were so many people. I was trying to turn around. I lost you guys.
Yeah.
I smelled some things I really wished I hadn't.
There are some interesting smells here.
On the other hand, it was colorful and loud and interesting. I wasn't bored. Let's put it that way. I was terrified half the time, but not bored.
Yeah, and you know what I always tell people is, like, if you haven't been to Comic-Con, you should, and if you have the cash and the time, you should definitely come down at least once and then make that judgment for yourself. Because the first time should be fun. You'll find it fun-ish. Or memory making.
Well, I hope so. I'm going to hold you to that. You, I find particularly insane because this is not your first time. You've been here before.
Yes, I think this is my fourth time. But the first time in like 3 years. And it's a little different. It's a little different from, 2009 when I was last here. Uh-huh. And like it seems things are a little more spread out. Like it's not just... Like, movies were big the last time I came, and now, like, TV is catching up, and now there's a lot of video game stuff here. A lot more. Halo 4 was here tonight.
Master Chief is looking really fearsome.
He was fierce.
But, so you're saying that movies have fallen out of favor, and now people are just only care about Walking Dead and Halo.
There's Walking Dead all up in this place.
So, better run now? Is it more organized?
I think we're gonna find that out tomorrow. Right now, it's still massive, and I think it gets bigger every year. And it's almost. I think it reached its tipping point a few years ago, and it just keeps on pushing it, and we're totally capsized and drowning now.
Right. It finds new and better ways to freak out mass crowds
and scare people like you.
Right. Well, I guess today was all about people kind of showing up and just getting the lay of the land of what's happening in the rooms, who's selling their wares. People brought out a couple costumes, but I think the main centerpiece of today was they showed a lot of pilots that will be premiering in the fall. There's a big preview night.
Yeah, they opened up Ballroom 20, and they have 4 giant projector screens and a pretty good sound system, I thought.
Yeah.
And they showed, I think, 5 pilots tonight. Let's see. Cult, Arrow, Revolution, The Following, and another one that
was 666.
666 Park Avenue.
And so, like, I think we should probably talk about, we watched The Following in its entirety before,
Yeah, The Following coming out on Fox, starring Kevin Bacon.
And James Purefoy.
James Purefoy and Natalie Zia.
And at least a couple of recognizable faces from Teen Wolf and The Vampire Diaries, because apparently there's only 10 working actors in Atlanta, and they all show up on the same shows. But this Following is, it's got it's got a lot of buzz, as they say in the industry, because it's another Kevin Williamson, and it's like straight horror. It's got a lot of pretty disturbing imagery in it, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
And I gotta say, I'm still thinking about it, which I think is a good sign, but it's not perfect.
They're not the best thoughts that you're
thinking.
It's
not perfect.
Well, real quick, it's about Kevin Bacon plays a former FBI serial killer profiler. Is that right? Like, they kind of pull him out of retirement. It is full of cliches. He's an alcoholic. They pull him out of retirement. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore, and you have to do this.
Because the one guy that he caught back in the day escapes.
Yeah.
And they're like, no one can find him but you.
Right.
And so he downs his bottle of vodka and gets back to work.
Yes. And from then, it's the series of shots of people with their throats slit.
A lot of blood. I gotta say, it reminded me a lot of, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
A lot of like FBI serial killer cat and mouse type stuff, and I have to say that the stuff that I think it could have been. We'll talk more about this in depth when the thing actually premieres. But I was hoping that the serial killer would be more original. The only kind of original aspect is that the serial killer recruits other people who then become serial killers. So it's like this viral.
And how does he do it?
Through Facebook or something.
Yeah, I think he tweets out #join me in killing people, and then a bunch of people are like, okay, yeah, we'll kind of kill for you, and that's his masterpiece.
Right.
And he's somehow related to Edgar Allan Poe.
Somehow, and not a good choice. Anyway,
a lot of people. The early buzz on this was really high, but to me, it just seemed like style over substance.
Yeah.
Like shock value over anything making sense.
But I will say it does seem to have the ingredients of something that could become something kind of amazing. In the same way that I think the pilot of American Horror Story was like a disastrous mess. I still kind of liked how crazy it was, and then the show got genuinely good later.
Right.
And I think that the following could really do that too. It has a lot of like pilot-itis stuff with like the characters are all like you can just see the breakdowns when you see them, like, okay, this is a young like newbie who like is confident, but he makes mistakes, and so. But like I can imagine by like episode 15, it's gonna be. I think it could be really layered and good.
Yeah, so it sounds like they're gonna do it like a kind of a case. Maybe Kevin Bacon will chase down one of his those proteges, and then there'll be an overall story.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But otherwise, it was a cool thing to see today, and all in all, obviously not the hardest day. Tomorrow we've got the work really starts, so I'm gonna go to a Teen Wolf panel.
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the guys from Wilfred.
Quit bragging.
Yeah. Jason Gann. Really excited to see him and ask him about the dog suit.
I wonder if it smells.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So yeah, all right. Thanks guys for listening. This is our first day of this, and what are we calling this? Comic Convo?
Comic Convo.
Guys, we're gonna talk about Comic Con like every day, and if you have a better idea for this post than Comic Convo, please let Tim and me know in the comments.
Comment on it.
In the comic comments, and we just might be renaming this little daily piece to whatever you suggest. So that's it. All right, until tomorrow, we're going to walk around, try not to get involved in too many waking nightmares, and we'll be talking more about it tomorrow.
Yeah, check out the pictures in the gallery below. We walked around and stuffed a bunch for you, and we'll do that over again. Real quick, what was your favorite picture?
My picture is by far the woman in the Star Trek Next Generation costume posing as a zombie with Michonne from The Walking Dead. It was cool. Amazing. She even had the Geordie LaForge visor. And when I saw that she was about to pose for that, I forced our editor, Jen, to go back and take that picture because I kind of want it as my desktop now.
Those are the little victories you get at Comic-Con. You never know what you're going to see, and that is awesome.
Absolutely. You really summed it up. It's a nightmare except when it's hilarious and fun. So that's it. All right. Bye, guys.
That's it today. We'll have more tomorrow.